Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Deszren. Most people call me Des. Feel free to call me whichever. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Today I'm doing another get ready with me. I think that's just gonna be my dance when I'm doing a get ready with me, you know. Some shoulder action for y'all. I'm sure you already know what this video is gonna be about, what we're gonna be talking about, what we're gonna be chatting about, because it's something that comes up so much. It's something that people come to me about and ask me about a lot, and I just want to shed some light because I hate hearing it. I hate hearing the ugly phase. Oh, my hair is in the ugly phase. My hair looks so ugly, and it's like, stop. Like, stop. Why are you calling your hair ugly? Like, I don't get it. I know some people, like, it doesn't really hit like that for them, where it's like they can call something about themselves ugly and it doesn't really faze them, but over time you're gonna believe it. And the more you speak negatively about yourself, whether it's about your hair, it could be about your eyebrows, it could be about just a feature that you have, the more you hear that it's ugly and it's ugly and it's ugly, you're gonna believe it. And that's not good. Why is this water bottle doing all that? I don't For those people that have kids, and let's say your kid was in their starter lock phase and their ugly phase, would you want to hear them calling their hair ugly? Would you want to hear them calling themselves ugly? No. Would you want to hear your friend calling themselves ugly? No. And some people would be like, well,
it's true, it looks a mess.
That's fine. It can look a mess, you know. It's not gonna look perfect, and that's literally a part of the journey. You go through so many different phases within your locks. Your locks are never gonna look the same. They're never gonna look how they did the first month compared to the first year, and the first year compared to year 10, you know? I really don't like that phrase when people use it. It makes me sad, honestly, because I don't think locks are ugly at any point in time. And what's crazy is that, you know, when I felt like my hair didn't look nice, or I felt like my hair was a mess, you guys were the ones telling me that my hair looked great, that you guys loved my hair. And a lot of you guys were in the same time period as me, or at the same phase, you know, same month as me, or just around that time, and you're calling your hair ugly. But we're in the same time period. Like, we're in the same point of our lock journey. So is my hair ugly too? You don't think so, you know? So why do you think it's ugly on you? I don't know who came up with this phrase, with this saying, the ugly phase. I'd rather call it like the awkward phase, because it's definitely awkward. Like, you can have awkward length hair, even as like a loose natural. You know how your hair is like too short to do many styles, but it's also like long enough where it's like it just looks awkward. Yeah, that's just how it is. It's an awkward phase, and I feel like that's much better than calling it ugly. Like, who is ugly over here? None of y'all are ugly. I'm not ugly. So who's ugly? Oh, okay. The main reason why we call it ugly, we call it a mess, and we don't like it is because it's not something that we are used to. It's something different. Just like when someone else is doing something different and new to you, a lot of the times at first we're like, oh, you know, why are you doing it that way? Or why is this person doing this or whatever? Because it's new and it's different, and that's not an excuse for us to just call it ugly and to just like brush it off. I feel like at that point in your lock journey, that is the time where you should embrace it the most. You should embrace the frizz the most. Just embrace your hair going wherever it wants to. That's one thing that happens with my hair, because my locks are thicker, and especially at the top, my locks are much thicker. They just stick out. Like, especially after a retwist, they just will stick out. Like, to me, it was ugly. Like, I really did not have a good outlook on it, and I feel like the more time has gone on, the more appreciative I am of all the different things I've seen with my hair and with my locks, because it was only temporary. And looking back, and like, I was so upset with my hair a lot of the times and how it looked, and that was really just because I just was not comfortable with it. I was so uncomfortable with it, and uncomfortable with how I looked, because I just felt like I didn't look good with my hair like that. Like I tell other people, you know, it's temporary. And it's like, I was even listening to my own advice, and it sucks. It does, because it will literally dampen your self-esteem, it will dampen your confidence, and the more you call yourself ugly, the more you call your hair ugly, it's only going to make that worse. When I started to look in the mirror and really just look at my hair and look at each one of my locks and just, you know, look back at pictures too and see how far my hair has come, it just gives me such a boost in every single way that you can think of. And I'm like, yeah, you know, I can do this. You know, my hair is popping. Yeah, there are days where I'm not feeling it and I'm just like, all right, can we do something different? But it's a part of the journey. It's a part of the journey, and it's just something that you have to accept. If this is something that you really want to do, it's something that you really want to stick with, something that you want to see how it's going to look long term, you just have to go through the beginning phases. That's just how it is. And of course, there are ways to skip the awkward phase, like with faux locks or instant locks. You can do that. But I feel like, not that it defeats the purpose of having locks, because everyone's purpose is different. So no one can tell anybody else what their own purpose is in any kind of way. I feel like you appreciate your locks more when you start it from scratch, when you go through all different kinds of phases, all different kinds of lengths, all different kinds of frizz. Like, I feel like you just appreciate your hair much more. You appreciate the journey much more. But some people don't do it for the journey. They just do it because they want to do it, which is also fine. So I'm not saying that you shouldn't do instant locks or faux locks, whatever you want to do. I'm just saying, for me, I knew I would appreciate the journey more if I just started from scratch. Like, just me being me and how I am with my hair, I wanted to see all aspects, all phases, whether they were good or bad, and that's okay to me, because like I said, I know it's temporary and I know my hair is not gonna look the same the entire time. Oh my gosh, I didn't even show you my outfit. Hold up. Ooh, 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 ooh. Also, y'all, don't pull up your pants from the loops, because that happened about 20 minutes ago. This top is actually from a black owned company called Sorella. I think it's Sorella on Instagram. The pants, the jeans are from Primark. I don't know if y'all even know what Primark is, but if you're from New York or from Connecticut, then you probably know what Primark is. But Primark is like one of my favorite stores you can actually go to, because they don't have an online platform to buy clothes from. But y'all, the quality and the affordability is just superb. I also wanted to talk about some ways that you can kind of get over the awkward phase, or so it's not bothering you as much. And I've talked about this before, so it's probably not anything new. Y'all, head wraps are definitely the plug. They are definitely the plug if you're just not feeling your hair and you just want to do something different. You just can cover up your hair. You can still do your edges, throw on some hoops with your head wrap, and call it a day. Just call it a day. Just call it a day. Call it a day. You can also try different styles. I wouldn't recommend doing super tight styles where the tension is just crazy on your scalp, but it is still an option if you're not feeling your hair. A lot of people, like, if they go to a loctician, they'll do styles in their very early stages, and I know, like, me personally, I wouldn't, because a lot of the times they keep them in for like 2 or 3 weeks, or even up until they get their next retwist. And with your starting phases, I just would not recommend that, because I feel like that just prolongs the actual locking process, and your hair needs room to expand, and having it in a style that's tight doesn't really allow that. So you can do styles. I just wouldn't recommend doing it for long periods of time or doing it for 3+ weeks. I would say like 2 weeks is like max. Also, too, something I want to talk about, you know, a lot of the times we follow people and we watch people that are like well into their journey, or they just seem to have like so much confidence about their hair, and just because someone appears to have that confidence doesn't mean that that's really what's going on every single day, which I'm sure you guys know, but I don't think we come to that realization a lot of the times. Like, for example, people will ask me, how do you have confidence like wearing your locks out? Like, I always feel like I have to wear it in some kind of style to even like my hair. And y'all, that's literally me. Like, that's literally me. It's like I relate to y'all so much and vice versa, and it's nice to have someone that you can relate to. The only person that has locks in my family is my brother, and he's not really the type to like talk about his hair like that. My boyfriend has locks too, but he's well into his journey, so it's much different, you know. Like, yes, he knows what it's like to be in the early stages, but it was a long time ago, you know. It's like, what, 6 years ago? So it's different. I have y'all to relate to. I have you guys to relate to. I have you guys to talk to, and I'm so grateful for that, because a lot of you guys are at the same point as me. So it's nice to have someone that has a similar hair texture to you, or your locks look similar, or you're at the same stage in your journey, because those are the people that are really gonna know how you're feeling at that moment. Someone that has had locks for years. And how did that get on my thumb? How did that get on my thumb? I'm shocked. I always get makeup on my hands. I'm sick and tired. Sick and tired. I'm being sick and tired. What was I talking about, y'all? I be getting so off track. It's not even funny. But yes, having someone to relate to, someone to talk to is very helpful. I think it's also nice too that obviously you guys follow me, and I'm still like I'm still early in my journey. I think I'm only 7 months. I'm about to be 8 months on the 10th of December, which is insane. But actually seeing someone in their early stages compared to following someone's journey when their hair is mature, it's more helpful, because you really get to see a realistic look of how locks change over time and how they look at every single stage. Honestly, like, yes, while it can be motivating to see people with mature locks, it can be just as discouraging, because you're like, okay, why is my hair not at that point yet? Why is my hair not look like that yet? But when you see someone that is at the same stage as you and has all that frizz, has all that who done it and why going on, it's kind of like a sigh of relief. Like, okay, I'm not the only one. I'm not the only one that has frizz. I'm not the only one that has locks sticking up to the sun. Like, y'all know, when you come into my channel, you are not alone. I'm gonna be real with y'all. I am real with y'all with how I feel about my hair, with everything, with the lock close-ups, with retwisting my hair, washing my hair. I really try to share everything with my hair with you guys, how I feel about it, what I'm doing to it, what it's looking like. You guys literally see it all. And I wanted to do that because I know how it feels to not be feeling your hair, to feel uncomfortable, to just want something different. I'm really glad that a lot of you guys take advantage of reaching out to me and talking to me on Instagram, or just like commenting. I really do love that, because I feel like it just builds this community on my channel. So I don't know why it stopped recording, but it did. This is what my hair is looking like. Look at that thickness, baby. Look at the thickness. Period. Once I started to follow more people on Instagram, especially that were very early in their lock journey, or I started following a lot of my own subscribers back, and you guys are very early in your journey or just different stages, and to me that's just so much more motivating than seeing someone who already has mature locks, because like I said, it can be more discouraging. And for me, like, I'm just one of those people where it's like I see that and I'm like, okay, but why is my hair not at that point yet? I don't see my hair as it is and just appreciate it. I always think about, well, I want it to look how it is in 5 years. And you know, you can't always think like that, because it's gonna get you frustrated. It's gonna make you want to do something different with your hair and make you want to comb them out. And You know, just sometimes you just really have to leave your hair alone and just keep repeating to yourself that it is temporary. I probably say that to myself like 5 times a day. It is temporary. When my hair is not looking how I think it should, it's not looking how I think it should because it doesn't want to look like that. You just have to be okay with it doing whatever it wants to do. Cause why? It's temporary. Y'all catching on fast. Y'all know how to reach me. Y'all know how to contact me if you're going through it. I really can't get over how thick some of these are though. Like, what? So this is the style that I'm rocking with today. I don't know how, but I almost forgot my lip gloss and that is not okay. So we're not ending this video yet until the lip gloss is on. We are here, and we are done. Thank you guys so much for tuning in and for supporting me. I just hit 10K on YouTube and that is honestly like so mind-boggling and so insane. I never ever would have thought that my channel would have grown this much. For me, it's like, this is like a huge milestone for me. So I'm just so grateful for all of you, each and every single one of you, and those that have been supporting me since day one. I see you. I know who you are. Y'all make it very easy to know who you are. And I appreciate every single one of you. That wraps it up for this video. Let me know what you guys are thinking, what you guys are feeling at your journey right now, what stage you're in, what month you're in. I just want to know. If you're feeling up to it, go ahead and send me pictures on Instagram. You could DM me, you can just tag me in pictures. It doesn't matter. If I don't follow you on Instagram already, just comment your Instagram below and I will follow each and every single one of you that puts your Instagram in the comments. I will be sure to do that. I will make it a thing. Anywho, I'm wrapping it up now. Thank you guys again for watching and I will see you next time. Bye guys.